you ready? I said, are you ready for Let's Talk Whoa Hockey? And now, here are your hosts, Beth and Zach.
What's going on, everybody? So that's my dad. That's
What?
announcer dad.
I was gonna say, like, what in the world was that? But hey, we got a professional intro.
We do. And I mean, it's going to be like legit professional after this because he has recorded it and he's going to be making some things happen.
Ooh, are we talking
Yeah.
about musical magic just for our ears and our brains to just
Well, I'll give you
ingest?
a little history. I worked in radio for 15 years, and I'm mostly in news. Worked in the Washington D.C. market and then the Norfolk, Virginia Beach market. And while working in the Norfolk area, I became the public address announcer for the Hampton Roads Admirals of the East Coast Hockey League. And my predecessor, the late Bill Bishop, used to start every period with, "Are you ready for Admirals hockey?" And I said, I can do better than that. And that's where the "Are you ready for Admirals hockey" came from. And I became known in Norfolk, Virginia as the "Are you ready" guy.
Yeah. If I
Okay.
see people in Admirals jerseys in Jacksonville, I'm like, when were you an Admirals fan? And when they tell me, I'm like, I bet you know this. And I go into that and they're like, oh my gosh. I'm like, that's my dad.
Yeah, and
Okay,
then
that's
there's
really
also
cool.
there's a reverse twist on that story. In 2004, while still working for the Admirals, my wife and I went to Mardi Gras, which is normally in February. So we flew from Norfolk to O'Hare to Mardi Gras in New Orleans, and then from New Orleans back to O'Hare. And while we're sitting waiting for somebody to board the plane, and the pilot comes on and says, "Folks, we're just waiting for one more passenger, and once they arrive, we'll get their baggage on, get them seated, and we'll be ready to go." Now, the plane we're sitting on had two rows, one seat on the left and two seats on the right. And we're sitting on the right, Debbie and I, and we're in the front row. And all of a sudden, we hear baggage being loaded down below and steps coming up. And I look up and I said, "You're Craig Anderson." And he looks at me and he says, "Okay, how do you know me?" I said, "I'm the Admiral's PA announcer." He goes, "Oh, you're Beth's dad."
That is so cool.
Look,
Yeah.
when you share Twizzlers with a hockey player, they get to know who you are.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially if you're a goalie, there you go. So
Yeah, and Craig Anderson, who 18 years later is still playing.
you you,
In the
you got
Buffalo.
you gotta love Craig Anderson. You just gotta love the guy. I mean,
He's a good dude.
he's
Yeah.
he's all, you gotta love the tendies. We're all about
Always.
the ten. We're
I
always about
mean,
the tendies here.
You
do you,
are in
do you see
the
the goalie
10
corner we're
section.
in?
Okay, we are coming to you live from our hockey room. Don't call it my man cave. I despise that. This is the hockey room. This room is all about hockey, wall to wall, floor to ceiling.
Hold on.
Everywhere you can look
I'll give him
is
a
all hockey.
I'll give him a sneak peek, just
Okay.
know.
And
Ooh, so many jerseys, so many
well,
hockey things.
and hockey cards, full sets, complete sets dating from 1968, 69 tops through the 70s, including the 79-80 set, which is historic
Oh yeah,
for many things. You know, it was the first set to have real color to it. The borders were blue. It's not only Wayne Gretzky's rookie card in that set, Gordie Howe, Bobby Hull, Stan Mikita, all retired after that season, so it was their last hockey cards as well. Gordie Howe, as you recall, if you may remember, retired after the 70-71 season, and then his sons were drafted to play in the World Hockey Association, the WHA. He was pulled out of retirement to play with his two sons and continued when the WHA folded and they brought the teams into the NHL. Here's Gordie playing with his two sons, and actually, Bobby Hull was on the same team. Could not wear 9 for the first time since 1965. He wore number
wow,
16 with Hartford. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Which is why Dad wears number 16, but he's wearing a Toes jersey right now. So
that's Beth. Which one are you wearing? I see
I'm
you
wearing just a plain. This is the jersey I got on this trip. It's just the winter or the Stadium Series jersey from the only outdoor game the Blackhawks have ever won. So
we're hoping that the Blackhawks never play another outdoor game.
Yeah, please. My white whale of Blackhawks jerseys is the one where it's like the white where it has like the semi collar with the 3 stars on the.
Oh yeah, okay. Another winter classic. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's like because I love those ones. Those ones are like I know they didn't win those jerseys, but I love those ones. Those are like I said, if I ever get my hands on one of those, now for me it's Nicholas Hjalmarsson is the one I want of that jersey.
Hammer.
Yeah.
I love Hammer. I know people do HAMMER, but I always do HJ.
No.
Yes. It's HJAMMER. That's how I do it too. I mean, it's not Hammer like the tool. You have to have the J.
Yeah, because it's Hjalmarsson. Like you have to have the J. It's like it's sacrilegious if you don't put the J in Hammer. Sure. So I mean,
I concur.
No, I do see. I'm looking at the goalies. I do see a certain Chicago Blackhawks goalie. That's not the big one on the right, but it's the.
Move your head. Move your big old head.
I think it's like where the Flyers one is at. The one up. Is that?
Oh,
those are both Ed Belfour.
I thought so because I recognize the pads because Eddie Belfour is one of my favorite Blackhawks of all time.
Move your head.
This is the one he's wearing the 191-92
barber pole.
Oh yeah, I see.
Just scoot your head for a second.
I forgot about
because we have also got Glenn Hall,
Tony,
course. Eddie. Yeah. We're surrounded by Blackhawks hockey greats.
The blocker and glove behind me are the Cooper GM12 right hand catch that Tony Esposito.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, there's the blocker.
I like the goalie figurine that's right there on top of the bookcase. The goalie mask.
This is the goalie.
We got Tony. We got Eddie
on the wall.
I mean, Patty Waugh's down there too.
Our 2 regulation size creases.
Oh, actually, you want to hold on? Actually, I'll be right back to add to this goalie collection. Give me 1 second.
Oh, I know what's about to happen. You don't know I know what's about to happen.
Okay.
It's gonna be great. So while we're waiting for Zach, as you can see, we weren't lying when we said we love tendies. I told my dad when we were recording this that I was going to sit in this corner.
And a Northland goalie stick here.
Nice and wooden.
Yeah. Now it's nothing fancy. I mean, it's not signed or legit from a certain player or anything like that. But I do have a full-size replica.
Oh, nice.
Chicago Blackhawks goalie
very similar
helmet.
to the one we saw at Gunzo's when we were there the other day.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. I would not recommend wearing it because it is a little tight, but
there's also a pair of Vaughn leg pads back there as well.
Yeah.
Vaughn's, yeah.
Oh, wrong way. Boop. This is all goalies all the time. I mean, if you look up there, we got a vintage goalie mask. I mean,
you got a Heaton goalie stick? Jeez, that is old school.
Autographed by Ole the goalie.
Yeah. So
one hockey company I do miss a lot is Coho. They did an amazing job with stuff, especially their jerseys. Yeah. Coho was amazing. I miss them so much.
And even their equipment, because they had Coho gloves, helmets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, their stuff was great.
I'm looking around trying to see if there are any Coho gloves, but I don't see any hanging from the ceiling or anything.
Darn, unfortunate.
I have an old Cooper SK 2000 helmet, the Mark Messier.
Oh yeah. Oh man, no, but
Hawks just tied things up.
Oh, Hawks just scored, guys. We're recording on Sunday. The Hawks game is literally on my TV.
Your TV?
Well, my grandpa's TV, if we're being technical.
Isn't it
Boris Kachuk? Boris Kachuk, bless you, just scored a goal.
No, is it in color or is it in black and white? That's the real question.
It's in color. It was my grandpa's last television, so it is in color.
So Beth, did you get that hat? Did you get that hat too while you were in Chicago, or is that
I got this hat at the United Center at the Madhouse Team Store.
I still haven't been there yet, and it's my goal in life to finally get to the UC, see a game live, and of course at the Blackhawks store. I mean, how could you not, right?
Yeah. I mean, this jersey came from Gunzo's, which, as most Blackhawks fans know, was the original equipment supplier for the Blackhawks.
If you don't know Gunzo's, you're not living your you're not living your best life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they might be here for the woe part of woe hockey, but not the hockey part of the woe hockey.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, now I saw you got a Crawford jersey as well.
So my Crawford jersey, it's actually a kid's small medium. It is specifically for the jersey wall.
Display only.
Of course. Okay. Display only. Okay.
They only had 2, and I was like, I need this. It was $30.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
why
I love
not?
Corey, and he needs to be on the wall. So the Crow jersey will be coming home with me to Jacksonville. You will see it next YouTube episode. Make sure you guys have subscribed to our YouTube so that you can see the new jerseys, because this will be up. The Crow jersey will be up. It'll be an ever rotating wall of awesome.
Is that one you have now? Is that one a blank, or is that got a player?
It's a blank.
Here too?
Yeah, it's a blank.
Oh, okay.
No player yet.
No
player TBD.
Let's see. Well, if the Brinkett stays long term,
if he better, we had this talk. He better.
I'm not ready.
Yeah. All right, Dad. You have homework to do.
Yeah, I'm actually working on an associate degree. I have about a month left.
Oh, well, nice.
Next month. Yeah. Joliet Junior College. A little plug for my school there.
He's gonna he's gonna be edumacated officially.
Hey, you know what? The degree is a degree. It doesn't matter if it's an associate's, bachelor's, or a master's. So it's like, hey, I got a bachelor's I don't use, and I have 3/4 of a master's I never completed. So,
well, actually, I'm an overachiever. I'll be graduating with 2 associate degrees, but one of them is in digital media production. So.
Oh, nice. Well, early congratulations, Don. That's very awesome.
Thank you. Zach, nice to virtually meet you. Someday we'll have
you too.
Yeah, you
too.
Right?
Well, Hawk, say bye to my dad. Say bye to Announcer Dad.
Bye, Announcer Dad.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. So that was fun, guys.
That was a lot of fun. Your dad is now. I finally met the man, the myth, and the absolute legend. That is your dad.
Yeah. So he's awesome. I mean, look at this room that I'm in. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you even got Maple Leafs. You got a Flyer goalie. You got an
Islander.
You got everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Announcer Dad is coming with a present. Just one moment, please, while I hold my Stanley Cup.
Ah, very nice.
And very nice. This one has the 9-10 Blackhawks team. Dallas just scored, but we're not going to talk about that right now. So,
I'm drinking a Verner's, but that's not really Chicago. But
that's Michigan.
But the thing is, though, it's really good. So it's the only thing it's the only thing that comes out of Michigan that's worth caring about. So
it's true. It's true.
If you haven't had a Verner's in your life, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing.
Highly recommend, especially if you're not feeling well. Verner's will make you feel better real quick.
Yeah, it's Canada Dry. It's definitely one of those ones where it's like it's good when you're sick. When you're not sick, it's kind of
Yeah.
This both.
Verner's is extra bubbly too. I'm convinced that's what cures the illness is the extra bubbles.
Yeah. So Verner's, if you're listening, please sponsor us. We would like to be your soda. We like to be your soda podcast.
We love you. So
now Portillo's. Now, if you're really listening,
I mean, I did eat there earlier this week.
I've been living vicariously through your Instagrams and your Twitter. So I'm jealous.
My Chicago food journey. I mean, I've had Portillo's. I had deep dish for dinner. I had deep dish for dinner today. I had Culver's ice cream. We had Billy Goats today for lunch. So
come on, really?
Yeah.
All right. Next time we're road tripping to Chicago, we're hitting all the good places.
And I got to meet Courtney in person.
I saw that. So how was
happened too?
How was that?
It was great. I mean, we went to my dad's favorite card store. I got some stuff. She came back to Dad's house. We opened some packs of cards. We looked through cards. We got the whole tour situation going on. I mean, it was great.
We gotta get Courtney on the next podcast or really soon to get her perspective because friend of the show, friend in real life now, legit real life.
Not just an internet friend anymore, like real life friend. And before she left, I was like, maybe next time it can be me, you, and Zach.
That would be nice because I was jealous. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I basically lived through you for the entire weekend, and it's just.
I mean, no shame.
No shame.
So
hashtag no shame. We are living our lives.
Living our best lives. Not really a lot of PHF updates outside of the Boston Pride, y'all. They're grand marshaling the Boston Marathon.
That's really cool that they're doing that. Oh, don't forget, we did the Whitecaps and the Buttes.
The battle at the rig, which apparently is going to be an annual festivity from what I'm seeing.
Now, the thing is, we got to get this watchable because
it's watchable on Flow. I believe it was on Flow Hockey.
Not which is Flow Hockey though. That's the problem.
So Flow Sports is great because if you sign up for Flow Hockey, you don't just get hockey, you get access to everything. So it used to be ECHL.TV and all you got was ECHL games. Now you get all the ECHL games. You get college hockey.
How much is it though?
It's like $100 a year.
It's $100 a year. Ooh.
And so I'm not just a hockey nerd. Like I was in marching band. I marched in a drum corps. So in the summer, I love it because I also have access to Flow Marching, so I can watch the drum corps international season as well. So
ooh, there you go.
If you are a multi-sport fan, then Flow Sports, it's a good place to sign up for because you get wrestling, basketball, racing, all sorts of, they cover pretty much every sport that there is that's not at a super major league level. Yeah.
So Flow Sports, if you're listening, if you need a podcast.
We also, hook it up Flow Sports because we'll take a sponsorship there too.
Just add a little podcast section, and we do this on StreamYard. So why not? So, but
one of these days I'll get this graphic right so you can actually see everything. I'm trying, y'all.
And you know what? You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot better than I am because I would not have no idea how to do this. I just do the audio side. I do the podcast audio part. So
next week it's going to be even sweeter because my dad's working on a video entry with the intro. So
man, plus the music for the podcast audio version too. Oh, basically put your phones near your fridge because it might catch on fire. You might need to cool it down somehow. So
it's gonna be fire. So we had the Buttes and the Whitecaps. They played in Tulsa prior to an ECHL game.
That's really cool.
And they had a skate with a bunch of kid hockey players, and they looked like they were having a blast. The jerseys were sick. They got hooked up. So there was a light and a dark jersey for both teams. They took the jerseys that the teams wore in game and put those up for auction. And then the players got to keep the other ones.
Yeah, that the PHF knows how to take care of their players.
They do. And you love it. You love to see it.
Now, for me, my next purchase has to be a Riveters jersey because I still don't own one yet, and I hate myself.
And it has to be Black Rosie. We had this discussion. It has to. We love Joe. We love Rosie. We love Black Rosie.
We do, but those red alternates, though,
that can be a later purchase. I feel like Black Rosie needs to be if I was a Rivs fan,
yes,
and I didn't yet have a jersey, I would have my first jersey purchase at this point in time would be Black Rosie.
Yeah. Is it available for purchase?
Yes.
Or I thought it was auction.
No. So they have replicas, and then same with all the other PHF jerseys. You can have a player on it, and if you get, I did confirm this with Anya. If you get a Packer jersey, it comes with the C.
Okay.
If you get any of the alternates, it comes with the A. So you can get it customized to match your favorite player, and if it is a member of the leadership team, then it comes with the appropriate letter.
Fantastic, because we all know who I'm picking.
Oh, we do. Come on.
It's Captain America.
Come on. It's Captain America. It
It's
always
Captain
is.
America.
It always is.
I'm still waiting for the. You know what the PHF should do, and the PHF, if you do this, just give us a shout out. Maybe free jerseys. I don't know. You know how some sports have Players Weekend where they put like nicknames on the back of jerseys. PHF Players Weekend, where PHF players can put their nicknames on the back of their jerseys.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And you can get it customized. You can get it customized online too. Or if the players want, have like what they did for the at the rig, have a dark and white version. Which whatever they wear goes auction, and they get to keep the other one with their nickname on the back. How does that sound?
And you know what a good weekend to do that would be? Mental Health Awareness Weekend.
There you go.
Oh, I shouldn't have looked over my shoulder. It's 5-3 Dallas now. I should not have looked over my shoulder.
Back to the happy PHF.
Back to joy.
but no, how about though a PHF Players Weekend where they put their nicknames on the back? And please, I hope Madison Packer puts Captain America on the back, because I'm going to make that trend. That is catching on. I don't care who doesn't care. She is Captain America. She's in a red, white, and blue jersey. I mean, why not? Why not?
Phenomenal. And I love it. I love it. Love.
I do have to say though, if I had to get another team's jersey just for the sake of it, it has to be a Battaglia Hoyle jersey. It has to
Good choice, friend.
I mean, it has to be. How can you not get the Miss Hockey Women's Hockey Twitter person? Like, how can you not?
She's a star.
Friend of the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, she's an amazing human being. So
if
you're actually listening, like, hi.
She's still our number one overall draft pick to be on the show. So
and one day, I'm knocking on wood, she's gonna be the bottom person, like right here, just hanging out.
It's a straight hour of us just going da 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 da.
Hi, Anya. She's amazing. Like,
oh yeah,
amazing.
Yeah,
so,
like especially when she does like her Dunkin' orders on Twitter, like she's just like, I got my Dunkin', and you're just like, living our best lives, living our best lives.
Life. I mean, I've had a lot of Dunkin' this weekend, but I did.
You can't go wrong with it though.
But I'm more of a Starbs girl. Like, I just mostly because like by me where I live, it's more Starbs heavy. I've always loved Starbucks. It's pretty much been my go-to.
Where I'm at, it's Dunkin' heavy, and right now we're in the salted caramel era. Salted caramel cold brews, though. Now, my favorite that they do, the peppermint mocha at Dunkin'.
My go-to.
I love peppermint mocha. It's my favorite. You can't not like it.
My go-to is a chai. So like,
that's fair.
And more specifically, a dirty chai.
Oh, yeah. Now, if I talk about peppermint, Cookout has the best peppermint milkshakes ever. They're now if we just get a Whataburger over here, I can get my Dr. Pepper floats.
So I have Whataburgers available near me. I also have Culver's available near me. Not where I'm currently at right now, like when I'm home, because obviously I'm in the Midwest right now, so Culver's exists.
But you're almost near a Casey's general store. Now, if you don't know what Casey's is, Casey's now their breakfast pizza and their taco pizzas, top 5 pizza of all time, just with restaurants and everything else. So
oh yeah. So
back to your Midwest trip. So
yes.
the UC, how was your UC experience?
So much like anything Blackhawks these days, it was joy followed by pain. The Blackhawks got shut out by the Seattle Kraken.
One of the worst teams in the league, so probably one of the worst goalies in the league. I mean, he's not terrible. The team in front of him stinks.
Yeah. I mean,
but
Grubauer's not awful, but
It's so Blackhawksy. It's so Hawksy. Blackhawksy? Whichever.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out because we're gonna have to do a lot of this next year because I can feel it coming.
Yeah.
They always got to ruin milestone nights or memorial nights or just fantastic nights in general where it's like
the night as a whole started off on such a high. I was legitimately probably 20 feet away from Adam Burrish and Marian Hossa at his one-day contract signing. Like I was almost
second row.
I was close enough to like see the tears form when he started talking about how like Chicago is always going to be his second home because his daughter was born here, and he choked up and there was like a tear, and I was like, I'm watching Hossa cry. Like,
yeah, like he literally could have cried on you. That's how close you were.
Like I could have caught a tear. Like, amazing. Then get in the building. Just
yeah, it's huge. It's the UC.
It's huge. It's beautiful. I looked at my dad. I was like, let's go down for warm-ups.
You have to.
I did not bring like a poster board. I didn't make a poster board. On my phone, I can pull it up for you podcasty friends because we love you so much. And
you have to go to the YouTube version to see this. So
you do. You have to come to the YouTube, and while you're here, subscribe.
And also
hit the bell.
And also do all updates.
Yeah.
Not just don't hit the bell. You gotta hit the all updates.
Yeah.
All
so
updates.
I put this up on the glass. It says, I flew from Jacksonville, Florida. It is my first Hawks game, puck. I even sacrificed phone battery and made it so my screen did not turn off. And I was just standing there, like sadly banging on the glass. My dad's banging on the glass. Couple guys skate by, nothing. Dylan Strome. Love him. You guys already know. If you follow us on Twitter, you know we love Dylan Strome. He skated by.
Pro Stromer.
Yeah, he skated by, leans in. I got you.
He actually said, I got you?
He said, I got you. And I was just like, okay. So, skates around. At this point, I'm like, don't lose sight of Dylan Strome. Don't lose sight of Dylan Strome. He goes to the bench. I'm like, if he gives me a stick, I will cry.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine?
Like, I will fall out on the ground right now and just, I'm out. I'm done. And you know,
you have to go find a new co-host.
Right? I'm sorry, Zach. You're going to have to find somebody else because Beth died at the UC.
Like the podcast is officially over because without Beth, there is no WO hockey. Without Beth, there is no WO hockey. This podcast is done after 2 episodes. Peace, deuces. See you guys later.
Right.
Have a nice time.
So there'll be an in memoriam episode.
3 episodes, and that's it. The last one is just Beth dead.
just dead Beth at the stairs at the UC. So he skates around a couple more laps, and I see him come back over by the glass, and he flips a puck up on his stick. And I was like, oh my God, it's about to happen. And then he's like skating up and down. All these little kids are like, right here. And he's looking for me.
Right.
And my dad's like pointing over my head. He had gone up like a step above me and was like, she's right here. And he flips it over, and my dad catches the puck and he hands it to me. And like, he like looks at me like, and I was like, thank you. And he was like, I got you. And then
the waterworks.
Just like holding, I don't have the puck with me. So I'm just going to take something that's over here on the table, like Blackhawks coasters. Cause of course I'm holding the puck like this. And I'm just like, he got me a puck. He actually, and my dad's like, it's okay. Let's go upstairs. I was like, okay, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to look at the ground so people can't see my grown ass crying. And we get to the top of the stairs, and I'm just like holding my puck. And I'm like, that happened. That really happened. Like,
now, the next step, get that sucker signed by Dylan Strome.
I have carried it around all weekend. We were downtown in Chicago today. And my dad was like, I pulled it out. I was like, don't leave home without Strome.
Oh my gosh.
And he was like, you really brought it. I was like, What if he's walking Wrigley? Like, what if he's walking his puppy? And we happen to walk by Mac and be like, look, I brought this. You gave it to me.
Oh my gosh.
It was beautiful. The anthem.
It's Jim Cornelison. I mean, how can you not enjoy it?
When I tell you I felt in my soul.
You felt it in your bones. You feel it in your bones.
You feel the anthem. And I mean, still cheer the anthem because duh. Are you a Hawks fan if you don't cheer the anthem? I mean,
you're silly if you don't.
Yeah, if you are in the UC and you are not at least clapping, I'm sorry.
What are you doing? What are you doing with your life?
This place is called the Madhouse on Madison. I'm gonna need you to.
Yeah, not golf clap it, like legit, like.
Yeah,
make
look,
noise.
If you're not comfortable, just golf clap. You know, if you're not comfortable,
just be like Amelia. Just be like Amelia Estevez and Charlie Sheen. Just.
It's fine, but I clapped, I hooted, I hollered, I had amazing time.
And then the game started.
Then the game started. I never got to hear Chelsea Dagger.
But at least you got to meet. A Dagger. So I mean,
I did. I met a Courtney Dagger. I did not get to hear a Chelsea Dagger, and that is the only letdown from my first UC game experience. Is they couldn't even score
against the
one
Kraken.
Freaking goal on Philip freaking Grubauer.
Like I said, it's very Blackhawksy to ruin Memorial nights, historical nights, milestone nights, just phenomenal nights in general. It's just no, we're not going to. And then Derek King has the audacity.
Derek King ruined my damn trip, okay? Ruined my damn trip. Before we go to the ruining, in case you've been living under a rock since Thursday, the Blackhawks officially announced that 81 is going into the rafters. They announced it during the game on Thursday. 81's going up into the rafters in 22-23. I looked at my dad. I was like, we need to go to that one too.
Hopefully the Blackhawks actually win that one. Please.
Come on now. It would not be on. It would be very off-brand for the Blackhawks to win a special night.
Oh, that's right. What
we don't do that, sir.
We don't do that here.
Yeah, and from what I was seeing on the Bird post game, apparently Hossa and the Hawks are working on some sort of front office position.
I wouldn't be upset. Maybe. Hey, how about this? How about you make him the head coach?
I don't know if he wants to coach. Don't know if that's something that he's interested in. However, I want Hossa. I want Hossa involved. We need that energy. We need that spirit. He didn't come out into the hockey world as the best two-way player to ever play the game. He didn't just he wasn't birthed into the hockey world as the greatest two-way player. He became that.
Yeah.
And we need that.
Basically, he needs somewhere in this on the hockey ops. He needs to be somewhere in that.
Yes. So then,
well. Also, here's the funny part too. Fun fact: he will be the only player to ever wear 81. No one wore it before he did. He is the Lone Ranger of the 81 number. That tells you how much of an impact he is. That fact he was the first to wear it and the last to wear it.
Yep.
I wish I was for Nicholas Jalmerson, but here we are.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the disrespect happening towards Corey Crawford. They're like, he's on the bubble. How is a two-time Stanley Cup champion, best parade speech ever goaltender on the bubble?
Conn Smythe
number retirement.
Conn Smythe snub job. Even Patty Kane has said Corey should have got it.
Corey Crawford should have won it.
And if you ask Courtney Dagger, she feels the same way. Don't ask her about her crow.
We feel the same way.
Yeah, ask her about her crow. You'll get some thoughts. But
Yeah.
how can he be on the bubble with 2 cups and a Conn Smythe he should have won? And he basically carried the Hawks
And
for a good number of years.
similar numbers to Henrik freaking Lundqvist. Like, they have
Oh,
almost
and
identical stats.
Henrik Lundqvist
N-
doesn't have any
Except
Stanley
for
Cups.
who has 2
Zero.
cups and who
Corey,
has 0.
Corey
Whose number is
Crawford,
in the rafters?
Corey
At,
Crawford got
at MSG.
Corey Crawford got lucky because he had a great team in front of him. Yeah, so did Martin Brodeur, but here we are. Martin Brodeur had a great team in front of him too, and here we are.
St. Louis Blues legend Martin Brodeur.
Like, give me a Patrick Waugh, Hall of Famer. Yeah, he had the Avalanche defense in front of him. Let's be honest. His defense was fantastic. Like, come on. How is Corey Crawford? How is he a bubble goalie for the
How
whole?
is he a bubble for retirement? I mean, and it's not like he wore a common. It's not like he's a 30 or a 31 goalie number.
He's 50. No one's going to wear that.
50.
No one's going to know who's going to wear 50 after him.
Nobody, because they'll be like, I can't take the respect from that man's name. So, Blackhawks.
I mean, they disrespect
retire his damn number.
They disrespected Jalmerson though, because the 4 should have never been touched.
Seth Jones. Shocked. Let me tell you how shocked I am that Seth was like, I'm still going to wear the number 4. Guess what? When the 4 goes up in the rafters, it ain't going to say Jalmerson Jones. It's just going to say Jalmerson.
Yeah, unlike 19 where it's going to have Savard and Tays. It's like we did for there's a bunch of numbers that we have double.
So there's only 1. It's 3. It's
yeah.
Keith Magnuson and Pierre Plot.
Yeah. And
that's the only double.
You cannot disrespect Magnuson by not putting him in the rafters.
No, especially after the tragic circumstances surrounding his passing. I mean,
yeah,
that is a story for another day. But we also, I mean, the Hawks are losing, so pain. I mean, welcome to the pain. But we have some questions that also we got from our fans because we love you guys.
That we did. We did get some questions.
And I mean, they're pretty much all centered around the pain. So let me pull up the bird.
Actually, I already got it ready, Beth.
Oh, look at you.
Your boy comes prepared.
Look at you, co-host extraordinaire.
I mean, hey, this ain't all just about hockey senses here, ladies and gentlemen. There are some brands in here. It's I don't have a face for podcasting for nothing. I mean,
all right. So, question 1: who'd it come from?
We get the Dorm Room Dispute podcast.
All right, another Belly Up Media production, and we love them.
Yes, love those guys. How do the Blackhawks address the lack of depth at defense? Now, here's the caveat. We don't lack depth. We lack talent in that position. There's no lack of depth. We have the last, 5 years, would you say, Beth? We have a log jam.
Yeah, we have a ton of D. A ton.
And that's still after losing Joker and Adam Boquist.
But don't worry, guys. We have Seth Jones.
$9.5 million for another 8 seasons.
So the depth is definitely not an issue. The issue is preparation.
Figuring out how to make this defense work.
It's figuring out what puzzle pieces belong where. Some of it, too, is size on the back end. I mean, thankfully, we've got Pickles coming up. There's another Blackhawks draft guy. I was reading about him on The Athletic the other day. He's like 6'6", 210. And it's okay, boys, I need you guys to hit the weight room. I need muscle. We need a big decor.
I'm still waiting for Wild Kalynuk to finally crack this roster because he's supposed to be super good. He played at Wisconsin. I'm still waiting for him. But nope, we can't watch him play because the defense is too stacked. And when Pickles does get him, Vlasic, for those who don't know, he finally gets to play a game at 7 minutes. and then gets healthy scratch the next game for Gustafson.
No,
It's
he
like,
played on Thursday. He played on Thursday. He
Well,
played
right.
like over
Well,
10 minutes.
Well,
And
yeah,
it
on
was
Thursday, but it's just like, what are we doing here?
beautiful to see him play in person. I mean, when he grows into himself, because let's be honest, he's like 6'6", 195.
Yeah,
we need our boys in the weight room.
Last I heard, he hit a growth spurt. That's why he's still trying to kind of figure his game out a little bit. But at the same time, it's like, you healthy scratch this dude for 5 games, make him play 7 minutes, and then keep scratching him until Thursday.
Yeah.
It's like,
so the other guy, I just pulled him up. His name is Louis Crevier. We drafted him in 2020, I believe.
Yeah.
2020.
Yes. Yeah.
He is 6'8".
That is a tall boy.
He is 205.
He's 200.
He said, yeah, he needs some muscles.
He's basically 205 soaking wet, and that's not.
Yeah.
That's usually like one. He's like $155. No, 205 soaking wet when you're 6'8".
This is a direct quote. If you don't see me doing any mistakes or just giving the pucks to forwards and not giving really grade A chances to the top line on the other team, that's my role. I don't think the Blackhawks drafted me to score 50 goals a year. That's not going to be my role. You just got to know your role and try to fit onto a team. I don't think you can only have goal scorers on a team or, physical guys. You have to have a mix of a couple of guys. So I think it's just knowing my role that it's going to help me. This kid, I mean, at this point, we might as well also sign him as a coach. Like,
something.
We need more players like this. Not, there's no bad days when you're in the NHL. Nah.
Have you guys remember the games you've played?
Yeah, you got shut up by the Kraken, and then your coach canceled practice the next day. Thank you for ruining my trip, Derek King.
You could have gotten your Stromer puck signed at practice.
But practice was canceled because they had a bad day, so I'm going to cancel practice. That's not how this works, sir. You have a bad day, you should be puking on the ice, bag skating at 7 a.m. the next. Like,
yeah, if they played like that when Q was the coach, let me tell you.
They had a bad day, so I canceled practice.
Kyle
Davidson, I hope you are paying attention to this because that is not what you do in pro hockey. You don't cancel practice after a shit game. You practice harder. You practice longer. You bag skate till you barf. And then you take your off day because you're not playing again till Sunday.
And you wonder why this team is a complete joke.
Yeah. And you wonder why they're not ready for games.
How about also the fact that the guys who sat out tonight's game, you've probably seen me tweet it. Everyone's seen it on our podcast Twitter. You don't sit Tyler Johnson as a healthy scratch. And you don't play Gustafson over all these other guys too. It's like, what are we doing? Pain. I don't get it.
So it's not a lack of depth at defense, dorm room friends.
It's our coach.
It is lack of coaching. It is size. I mean, we've got a lot of good draft picks in the pipeline right now, but they just got to got to get out of that college mentality of like, I can be a skinny, fast, tall defenseman and into the, I need to prepare my body to block 100-mile-an-hour slap shots all the time and put some muscle on these bones. So I honestly think in the next year or two, we're going to see an improvement in most of the Hawks decor. I mean,
as long as Derek King is not the coach, because if he is, next season's gonna suck, and this podcast is gonna be nothing but us complaining about the Blackhawks.
Next season, we're just gonna talk about WoHo and Derek King is still the coach. Like, sorry guys, but
it's gonna be like 45 minutes of like WoHo, and maybe like 15 minutes at
and
best.
The Blackhawks last again. Derek King canceled practice again. That's all we got. Like, have a good day, guys.
45 minutes of WoHo, 5 minutes of the Hawks, and then 10 minutes of questions because I am going to be in a bad mood if we have to if Derek King is still
All the
going to be
time.
our coach all the time. Like,
Well,
I
even
like
my dad was saying, like, Kyle Davidson better be looking at this because this is not. I don't know if there's another NHL team who gets blown out by one of the worst teams in the league. Not just blown out, shut out on home ice
on Marian Hossa night.
on Hossa night. I told my dad during the game, I was like, Hossa needs to go to the locker room. I need him down in the room. I need him to be like, Derek, players only meeting. Because he was on a 1 day, so technically he's a player. Players only meeting, Derek, get out.
Hey, at this point, I wish they just kept Jeremy Colton and just been like, all right, this is your last year. Let's just see how this plays out. I'd rather have just done that. Because right now, this isn't it. This isn't it.
I mean, we would have finished the season at like 179-3, but it's fine. Or 79-2, but
either way, I mean, at least it'd be better than this crap show we've been catching. It's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I don't get it. It make sense. Make sense.
I'm hoping new management develops our young picks instead of just trading them away like a certain other GM that we used to know. But it's not a lack of depth, guys. It's a lack of development. It's a lack of a lot of.
You want to talk about lack of
draft picks got traded away.
You want to talk about lack of depth? How about our offense? No one can score outside of DeBrincat and Kaner and Strome. Guys who score.
Toes finally scored a goal tonight. So
who? I don't know who you're talking about. I mean,
yeah, I was talking. I was in a Twitter space the other day for another team that was playing, but it was hosted by a friend. So I was going to pop in, and they were like, I'll always cheer for Jonathan Toews. I was like, cool. He's like the only guy on the team now that I don't cheer for because $10.5 million, sir.
Are you talking about one Kyle Shaggy Sullivan?
Oh yeah, I was in his Twitter space.
Yeah, I was.
But he's not the one. It was one of the other people that was in. The Twitter space.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think Shaggy Von Doom would cheer for any of the Blackhawks. No. Period ever.
Yeah.
But it was somebody who was in the Twitter space. He was like, yeah, he's Jonathan Toews. I was like, no, nope. Maybe Toews like 4 or 5 years ago I'd cheer for him, but sir, you make $10.5 million. You have disappeared.
I know last year. I know he didn't play at all last year, but
yeah,
his comments this year. No, his play.
It's the comments and the play, and it's basically the whole package. But I did find out this weekend because my dad and I were joking around about maybe he does
too. He's super whiny too.
Maybe he hasn't been taking his pregame naps, and we were driving around. We were like, Jonathan Bryan, did you take your nap today?
Is he eating his veggies correctly? Is that the other problem too? Is he not eating his veggies?
I mean, he went to that whole like healthy diet a couple years ago, and then his production started to slip. I was like, bro, eat a hot dog. I need you to go like have a deep dish, eat a Chicago dog. Like,
do something.
I need junk food Taves back. I need junk food Jonathan Taves back, not healthy food Jonathan Taves, because
this isn't it.
Yeah. So,
all right.
But yeah, so not depth, just we need to develop some guys, and hopefully this GM doesn't trade away all our draft picks. So
we also need offense. That's
yeah.
Why do you trade Brandon Nagel? Why?
Also, why did you break up 17, 12, and 88? But it's Derek King, so it's fine.
It's been rather than brace for a few days. We have lost like 6 in a row, so I kind of want to change it up. Change up the other 3 lines. Don't break up the one that actually scores goals. Yeah. I feel like Steve Dangle. I just want to like just start screaming and losing my mind. They lost to the Seattle Kraken at home.
Except for we don't need to say, tend the goal. Score the goal. Score the goal, for crying out loud. Score the goal.
Shoot the puck.
Shoot the puck. Oh, there were 3 shots on goal in the first period, Zach. If you want to talk about pain, the Blackhawks had 3 shots on goal in the first period. 3. In 20 minutes, they had 3 shots on goal.
That's a big old case of the oof does.
Yeah, it was pain.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so next question comes from Wilbur, Wilbuer, Wilbuer. It's at Polsky Molowski. Fantastic @ by the way.
Love the handle.
Polsky Molowski. When do you predict the Blackhawks will make the playoffs again?
My hilarious guess is when we draft PK3 and Baby DeBrincat to be named at a later date. Like, that's when we'll make the playoffs again.
Right.
But honestly, I can't answer that question.
When we get Connor Bedard, we get Connor Bedard, all of our problems will go away.
It's not even that. I can't answer that question without knowing who's going to coach this team next year and the years after and through this rebuild.
I know Kyle Davidson. He's been on record to say about 5 years we'll be back on the. No, I think what 3 years in the playoffs, 5s for a cup title. I'm like,
yeah. I
like,
can't answer that question.
Maybe 5 years for the playoffs, maybe 7 for a cup. Like, basically, look at possibly 2026 at the earliest for us to even relatively do something to make the playoffs.
And again, until I know who's coaching this team, if the interim tag gets taken off of Derek King's name,
we're screwed. Done.
Then 20 years from now, or after he gets fired. And the other thing, if they send him back down to Rockford, that means we're not developing players either. So 20 years from now, or until Derek King is replaced, Courtney
would lose her mind. She will literally cancel her season tickets.
Yeah. I told her flat out when we met up on Saturday, I was like, I want him gone. I don't want him like back in Rockford. I want him gone.
Like, at this point, I wouldn't want him in Indy. Don't put him with the Fuel.
No. I don't want him as a part of this organization any longer.
Send him to the Admirals. Just send him there. Send him back to Norfolk.
For a long time, I called him Fun Uncle Derek because, that was it. No, it's Pain Uncle Derek now. The fun is gone.
Ever since the DeBrincat All-Star announcement, I have actually before that didn't like him. After that, I'm like,
So yeah,
what are we doing?
The answer to that question lies in who our new head coach is.
I would say,
I know that's a crap answer, but I can't answer that question.
It's a cop out. It's a cop out answer.
If it's Derek King, 20 years.
Easily. It has to be. It's such a joke.
Because we're not going to practice, we're not going to develop. Things are going to be awful.
I'm not looking forward to it. That's for sure. All right. So the last question comes from Trevor of the Bleacher Connection podcast.
What's up, Trevor? We love you.
Yeah, him and Ken are great. Check out their podcast, Bleacher Connection. They do great. They talk about the Flames, the Canucks. Actually, they're about ready to start doing the Blue Jays for baseball. So
yeah, they pretty much cover all things Canada. So
Canada.
Oh,
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
All right, so their question is, or Trevor's question, after a disappointing and tumultuous season for the Hawks, I mean, that's putting it lightly, where do they go from here? Rebuild or retool?
The answer is rebuild. If they come out and say we're retooling,
I'm gonna throw. Someone's catching hands.
Kyle Davidson has been very clear that this is a rebuild, and the rebuild has started. He said it when he traded Brandon Hagel. This is what happens in a rebuild. We were getting first-round draft picks. I can't not take that when we're rebuilding.
You know what you should have done? Traded Seth Jones. Trade his bum contract to cut to the Arizona Coyotes.
I want to know what 10 teams are on Seth Jones' no-trade clause.
Arizona, Buffalo, Columbus.
I mean, it's got to be listed somewhere, right? Like, is there a database for that, or is it just like internal NHL stuff? Can I call and pretend to be an agent and be like, yeah, I just need to know what Jones's 10 team no trade list? Like, can I do that?
They might announce it by the next trade deadline, or you would think,
right?
Or you would think maybe like Cap Friendly would know because they know everything, so maybe they do. But
I looked on Cap Friendly last podcast and it didn't show who the teams were. So I think that's going to be my homework for the next episode. I want to find out what
it would the next deadline, next trade deadline. All right, here's his 10 teams. You're like, It's all the ones that you
He
would like.
he
love to
only
trade him
wants to go to contenders, and we're gonna have to retain half of his salary for like 57 years.
buy him out and pay him until like 2075.
So I was looking at the Lightning cap friendly the other day.
Oh, it's gotta be
Did you
terrible.
know? Did you know that Vinny LeCavalier got bought out, and they don't lose that buyout penalty until 26, 27?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
His contract. Oh, his contract was ridiculous. Like they gave him
he
so
signed like
much
an
money.
11-year extension. 11 years.
And I think they bought him out after like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And the fact
Because he retired.
And now, and now they have to defer it for the next like 4 seasons.
For eternity. Like
2026. You're talking about 4 seasons from now.
Yeah, well, and it's been like several seasons. I was like, boof, 26, 27. Oh.
Hey, they almost got Rick DiPietro, but not terribly.
Close.
But they almost close.
But not quite.
Very close. Very close.
So, but yeah, this is definitely a rebuild. This is not a retool. This is no longer the Stan Bowman Blackhawks, so we are not retooling. We are.
The thing is, we're rebuilding with all the young guys. We're going to take our time with this. Next offseason, Seth Jones.
Well,
stuck with his contract forever. It's like, no, this is not a rebuild.
I have said this for some time. Stan Bowman did not know how to rebuild a team. Stan Bowman did not know how to build a team. The Cup Run team was built by Talon.
Yeah,
it was not built by Bowman.
Bowman maintained it because he got lucky to get trades that worked for Antoine Vermette.
Yeah, there were some trades.
Get Hanzus back.
There were trades he made that worked. However,
he got really lucky with these trades. He got really lucky.
When you've got a 7, 8, 9, 10 player deep core, I mean,
it's kind of easy to do. It's easy to maintain.
It's easy to plug in rental players. It's easy to plug in a Vermette. It's easy to plug in a Brad Richards.
Oh gosh, I forgot.
Like, be rich, baby.
Yeah, Antoine Vermette against the Ducks. If it wasn't for Antoine Vermette, if it wasn't for Vermette against the Ducks, we're not making it out of the Western Conference Finals.
So what's really funny on Thursday when we were waiting for the Hossa thing to start, like somebody like moved a chair and instead of 81, it looked like 91. And somebody standing next to me was like, does that say 91? I was like, surprise, it's not a Hossa one-day signing. It's a Brad Richards one-day signing.
Oh, my gosh. They should have made it 11 and bring back John Madden, baby.
Let's go.
Let's
go. But no, I mean, this is strapped in Hawks fans. This is a rebuild. There is going to be.
It should have happened a while ago. But the thing is, though, it's like we're Stan Bowman. No reason to trade Nicholas Hjalmarsson. He was still in his prime, still kicking it. I know you got Connor Murphy.
Murph does eat pucks. Not as many pucks as Hammer, but Murph does at least eat pucks.
He does, but his contract right now hurts.
It does hurt. Pickles is on the ice.
Hey.
I just looked over and there's a 43 on the TV.
Now, I know we got Dylan Strum. I love him. Nick Schmaltz at the time, he wasn't really. Yeah. He wasn't. Now, do we wish we had Nick Schmaltz like how he is now? Yeah. But at the time we traded him, no, not so much. No. We got Stromer, which is nice.
Yeah. We are a very pro-Strom podcast. Trading
Terry Panarin for Brandon Saad straight up.
Again, here's the thing. The one thing I am looking forward to the most is no more bring the band back together trades.
Oh gosh. The thing I love Sodfather. I've mentioned it times.
I have a Brandon Saad Columbus Blue Jackets jersey for crying out loud.
But why? Why are Tim Panarin of all like? He even said, "I'll take a discount to stay in Chicago."
I know. And Stan said no. I don't want you.
And guess who we got? Who we got back for Brandon Saad So basically, traded Artemi Panarin for Nikita Zadorov. Let that sink in. Let that trade tree sink in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
And now all of the pain because Brandon Saad is a blue.
Didn't Zadorov get traded from? Didn't he get traded from Colorado?
Yeah, he's in
Calgary. Did he get traded to Calgary? Did he get traded to Calgary?
I feel like that might have been a free agent signing.
Either way.
We're going to go to Cap Friendly because we love them. We're going to go to the Flames.
Sorry for the YouTube watchers. The YouTube watchers are going to look at a black screen for a little second. Oh, there you're back.
Sorry, I'm on my iPad. I don't have my computer, so pardon my black screen. Let's see. Stan Bowman makes my eye twitch. I'm glad that it's a black screen. So it looks like he was traded because he's still on his Blackhawks contract.
Oh, so basically the Blackhawks traded Artemi Panarin for Saad for Zadorov. Zadorov got traded to Calgary for someone. So essentially, Artemi Panarin got traded for some schmo who's in Colorado right now, who used to be a Flame.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, was it a draft? Was it a draft pick?
I don't know. It was a draft pick because I think we were making that draft pick this year. We traded Nikita Zadorov for a draft pick, if I remember correctly.
No. We traded Artemi Panarin for a 5th round draft pick. If you break it down through the trade tree, a 5th round draft pick.
That's fine, and that means we traded Robin Lehner for future considerations.
Don't talk to me about Robin Lehner, please. I'm not.
If I'm gonna be in pain, so are you, sir.
You are such a great friend.
I know. Look, I share the pain. It's fine.
But rebuild should have happened last year before the Seth Jones contract, but here we are. But thank you everyone who sent us fan questions. That was fun. That was our first ever fan questions from the Wohawks. So that was fun.
There will definitely be more to come. I'd say probably once a month we'll do fan questions.
At least once a month.
Once a month. We'll hit up some fan questions. We will answer whatever.
I'm excited for the Woho. I'm excited for the Woho questions when we get to the when we get closer to PHF.
Me too. I can't wait for PHF season. Is it PHF season yet?
I think I tweeted that earlier this week. Is it the PHF? Is PHF season 8 back? And someone's like, no, not yet. And I'm like, yeah.
I don't like it.
I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it.
No, I don't like it. I want it to be WoHo season, but it's fine. We'll watch the NHL.
We only have a few more games of the regular season left, and then I get to focus on my other team for a little bit because it's
and then
they clinched.
I get to go free agent hockey fan, and just start bandwagon hopping across the league. It's fun.
There's one right here you could pick.
I mean, I might pick an Eastern and a Western Conference team. I don't know. I might go rogue and just be like, I just want everybody to have a good time. But we all know that's a lie. We all know that that's not going to happen. It'll all depend on how I feel when I make my bracket. That's really what's going to boil down to.
Yeah. How about this, though? This is going to be our shortest podcast of our 3 episodes.
We're going to try to keep it around an hour, guys. Unless Courtney's on, and then 3-hour stream of consciousness, it's fine.
But they're always the best, though. I mean, it's Courtney.
They really are. They are. It's true. So as of end of recording, we're more than halfway through the third period. The Blackhawks are losing 5-3. Third prize. So it is what it is.
Tis be what it be, but I mean, what can you do?
It be what it be, but
you
Zach,
do what you do.
Where can the humans find you in the world?
They can find me at One True Zach. It's ONE True Zach. It's not the one. It's not like the Wonders or the Oneaters. If you've seen that thing, you do. If you haven't, you need to watch it. It's a very good movie.
Where you been? If you haven't seen that thing you do.
Let it burn. Let it burn all night. I mean, I brought you here. I brought you here, sir, for I am Spartacus. Sign me in. Hey, have you guys told you look great in the red suits? Have I told you look good in the red suits? I mean, it's Tom Hanks.
It's a great movie. If you haven't seen
Liv
it,
Tyler's in it. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
come on.
What are you doing with your life?
Come
But yeah,
on.
so it's once you're Zach, you can find me there. You can find the podcast at Talk Will Hockey Pod. Also on Instagram at Talk Will Hockey Pod.
It's true.
Beth,
Yes.
where can people find you on the socials of the universe?
On the socials of the universe, you can find me at Wonder Beffers. It's in the description for the podcast in our link tree. You can also find the podcast, like Zach said, on Twitter and Instagram at Talk Will Hockey Pod. And you can find us on YouTube as well, people. The link is in our link tree, which is going to be in the description for the podcast. And if you're here for the video, make sure you smash that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, all notifications on. Maybe one day we'll do like a live stream podcast and just go full chaos mode.
Oh, full strap chaos mode.
Full chaos mode.
You know what we should do? First Ribs Wales game, and if we're both off at the same time that game is playing, live reaction stream first Whale Riveters game. If it's not the first one, we got to find one game of Rails. Oh my gosh, Rails. Gosh, I am struggling today. Whales and Ribs, because gosh,
Yes.
say that 5 times fast. But yeah, first, Metropolitan Connecticut game that we're both off, live stream of that game.
I mean, I hate to be this person, but I don't work on the weekends anymore, so I'll always be off.
Yeah. Whatever. Some of us still have to work on the weekends.
Yes. And then, of course, as always, this podcast is brought to you by Shocked Hydrate. They've just gone through a name change, but you can still find them at shockedenergy.com or shockedhydrate.com. Our referral link is in our link tree. And if you pop in the code WOHOCKEY at checkout, you do get a little bit of a discount. You get to save some money, and we all like to save some money.
10%.
10%.
Why not?
And next podcast, I'll actually be able to tell you what it tastes like because mine got delivered to Florida, where I'm not currently at.
Funny how that works, right?
I will get to try it out when I get home. I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm not drinking an energy drink when I get home at 8:30 at night. So it'll be Tuesday before I even give it a shot. So
yeah. Good call there. It's like no.
It's fine.
So people, if you are listening, this is probably going to come out Monday night because I am tired. I had a long day at work on Sunday, so this will be a Monday drop for the audio version. So it might already be out by the time you're watching the YouTube version. It might be the same time like last time, so who knows?
Who knows? I might go full chaos mode and release it before you do.
Well, that's fine then, because you can do that. Then I'm still going to release the audio version on Monday nights. So if you're the YouTube people, congratulations! You might get a free show before the actual audio part comes out for the podcasters.
See, I mean, I do the same thing on Instagram. I just go full chaos mode, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to release this early for people who follow us on Instagram. So
you know what? I'm okay with full. You know what? If you're not going full chaos, sometimes
what are you doing?
That's basically our saying. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Now, I'm ready for Chaos WoHo mode. No, Chaos WoHo edition. That's gonna be fun. Oh,
I'm here for it.
I'm
here for it.
Merch idea? Chaos mode PHF edition or Chaos mode WoHo edition?
We'll figure it out.
We got our notebook.
I don't have the notebook. The notebook is in Florida.
Oh, I mean, just type it in your phone, write it down later. No worries. No worries. We got this. We got this.
Yeah, but the notebook's in Florida, on my desk.
Yeah,
where I
but
normally
hey, you know
record
what?
things.
Hey, we're 3 episodes in. We're coming with ideas.
That's true.
I
I met somebody at the Hawks game who subscribed to our podcast, had twin daughters who played hockey.
Wait, before you met them or after you met them? They subscribed.
After I met them, they subscribed. Like, she subscribed standing next to me and was like, "What's it called?" So she is probably listening to this episode right now.
You gotta love when we get new Wohawks. We gotta get stickers. We gotta get stickers. We gotta get like a Wohawk. We gotta get a Wohawks t-shirt.
So her daughters skated with Kendall Coit Schofield.
Okay, that's cool.
And she was telling me that her son was like, "Well, why can't I go out there and skate too?" And she's like, "Well, it's because you're not a girl." And I was like, "That's the first time that's ever been said."
That's really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to get Wohawk shirts. Yeah, actually, what?
For sure.
You have to be. You know what we should do for you to get the exclusive Wohawk shirts? You got to prove to us that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel with the bell on, full notifications, not turned on with the maybe getting stuff. Full bell. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribed to the podcast.
And following on Twitter and Instagram.
You don't have to follow us personally, but as long as you're following the socials of the podcast, follow the shows.
Following the show on Twitter and Instagram.
Subscribed on whatever podcast platform you're on. You have to show us you're subscribed there, and you got to be subscribed with full bell on YouTube. We'll find a way to get you exclusive Wohawk shirts. So you got to be a full Wohawk to get the exclusive.
You've got to have it all turned on. And bonus points, like we'll make a sticker or something for you if you follow Zach and I and have the bell on too.
With the bell, with all the follows, you got to find a way to have all of that done. We'll probably get you an exclusive stickers that only we will.
We'll figure it out. Chaos mode. We'll make something happen.
That's what I'm saying. We need a chaos mode for the Hawks and a chaos mode for Woe Hockey. We have so many merch ideas. Merch. Whenever we get there,
we're gonna get there. Or if you're full send subscribed, like we'll get you a super awesome like promo code when we do open a merch store.
Oh yeah. How about this though? 200 followers on Twitter, and how many followers we have on Instagram right now?
Pardon me, while I hum some hold music for all of you. We have 58 followers on the gram.
If we hit 200 followers on Twitter and 100 on Instagram, giveaway. Okay. Dropping it right now. We will do a giveaway. We'll have to figure out what the giveaway is.
It'll be a surprise giveaway. We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah. We're not going to tell you what it is. Actually, we'll tell you when we actually do hit it. Here's what we're giving away, and here's how you enter. That's when you know what the prize is. Once we hit the 200 and the 100, and you got to be following all the socials, all the socials, and all that extra stuff. You got to prove to us.
Honestly, I need to see also 25 subscribers on YouTube.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll take.